Hi everyone, this is Manivas. Thanks for coming to my channel. In previous video, we have seen two ways to traverse the hash map. So first we will get the key set and then we will use the for loop to traverse that keys. And then while traversing the keys, we will pick it up each key and we will get the mapped value from that hash map using that key. So that is how we have done in earlier video. So instead of using this for loop, so what I will do, I will start using the iterator. Okay, how I can do that, I will show you now. Here also, first we need to fetch the key set or entry set from the hash map. So what I will do, already we have fetched the key set at line number 14. So I will use that same line. So on top of key set, what I will do, I will call the iterator method. So actually here hm.keyset will give set of the keys present in the hash map. So it will be the set. So on top of the set, I am calling the iterator method. So now it will give the iterator, not set. So left side we need to change it to iterator type. So here we need to mention the reference variable to that iterator. Here we can do one more thing. So here key set, right? It will return the set of elements. It will contain the, I mean, that set will contain the elements of type string. So I can mention string. It's optional. It's not a mandatory. So what I'm doing, I'm calling the key set method on the HashMap reference variable, and then it will return the set of keys. So it will be basically set. So on top of set, I'm calling the iterator. Okay. So this method will return the iterator instance. Now I have the iterator. So in iterator, to check element is present or not, and to execute, I mean to check elements present or not, one thing, and take the each element and we need to use that element. So for that, what I can do, I will use the as a next method. So what it will do, it will take the element one by one and it will execute this while loop until it will reaches to the end. I mean, it will start from the beginning and it will reaches to the end. So it will execute this while loop based on the elements count in that iterator. So it will start from the first element to the last element. Suppose 5 elements are there in that iterator, then it will execute 5 times. So each time what I can do, I need to get the element. So for that, what I can do, I will use the next method. So next method will give the element present inside that iterator. Okay. I will store that into the a variable. Okay. So here iterator having the string type elements inside it. So I'm using the string type variable to store that element. So now basically this key set is returning the keys. Instead of for loop, we are using the iterator. That's it. So now we know the key. So what we need to do, using the key, we need to fetch the value present in that hash map, mapped value. We know the key already. Then to get the mapped value to that key, we will use the get method. Same flow only, except for loop. I'm using here iterator. That's it. Okay. I will clear this console first. So we will run the program one time. See, it is displaying the key and value from that map, which we inserted, which we are already inserted into that map. Okay, so this is how we will use the iterator. Okay, I used the iterator on top of key set. Okay, key set will return the set. So basically, it will be the iterator method calling on the set. Similar way, I will use on the entry set. Yeah, in previous video, we have used it for loop. So instead of that, I will use the iterator same way. So what I need to do here at line number 14, I'm calling the entry set. So what does it mean? So it is giving the entries present in that map. Entry is nothing but a key value pair. So entry set will return the three entries because we inserted three elements: cricket, football, tennis, and Sachin Pillai, Federer. So total three elements we insert into the hash map in the form of key value pair. Okay, so this entry set will return the entries. So totally three entries. So on top of it, basically this is also, I mean, calling the entry set on hash map, it will also return the set, basically set of entries. So we can use the iterator method on top of entry set. So this iterator method on top of entry set meaning is calling the iterator method on set. Now what I will do here, iterator method will return the iterator, right? So we have to mention that here iterator at line number 14 on top of entry set will return the set of entries. So we have to mention that type. What are the type of the elements will be iterator will be having it. Basically, it will contain the entries. So now we have the iterator. What I will do, I will use the while loop to traverse, I mean to iterate it. So inside the iterator, we have the as next method. So what the advantage of this method is, it will execute the loop in how many number of times it will execute the loop based on the number of entries present in that iterator. So it will start from the first and it will execute, I mean, it will execute that loop based on the count of iterations present in that iterator. It will execute the loop based on the number of elements present in that iterator. It will start from the beginning to the end. Okay. Each time what I will do, I will get the entry. I will get the element. So based on the next method. So here next will return the element at that particular position. So here iterator will having the entries, right? So we have to mention that to store that entry. Okay. So basically what I'm doing, same way which we used in this program, right? Same way I'm using the iterator here. So what I need to do, so in iterator, it will have the elements. Okay. So I don't know how many elements are present. So what I can do, I will use the as next method on top of iterator reference variable so that it will start from the first index to last index. So each time what I will do, I'm getting the, at each time I'm getting the element. I mean, using the next method. So it will return the element present at that position. So I'm storing into that. Here I'm using the entry because this iterator will have the entries. Because we are calling the iterator method on top of entry set. So entry set will return the set of entries. Okay. So now I have the entry. So what I can do, once we get the entry, directly we can entry is nothing but a key value pair. Okay. So directly we can display the key and value. I will show that. We have the entry, correct? So on top of it, we will use the get key method. So it will return the key present in that entry. And similar way, I will use the value method, get value method on top of entry. Okay. So it will give the corresponding value, I mean, present in that entry. So entry.get key will give the key present inside that entry, and the get value will give the value present inside that entry. So let's run this program and we'll see. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So it is displaying the all the keys and values which we inserted into that map. You observe one thing here. So first we inserted cricket, second football and tennis. But here in the output, right? So order is not correct. So what I mean to say, like insertion order is not preserved in the hash map. Okay. So if you want to preserve the insertion order, I mean, whatever way I inserted, I need to get the elements in that same way. Then that time what we can do, we can use the linked hash map. Let's import it. I think I didn't import it. Let's import it. I will clear this output first. Okay. Let's run this program. See, whatever way we inserted, right? Same way it's fetching and displaying cricket, football, tennis. That's it. So including the previous video and this video, so we have traversed the hash map using the key set, entry set, and per loop on top of those sets. And in this video, we used iterator on top of entry set and key sets to traverse the hash map. So totally we have seen 4 ways, including this video and previous video. So in next video, I will show you on some more ways to traverse the hash map. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thank you.